everyone knows your name, you say hi to your teachers in the hallways, or even if, you're at the store and you run into them, it's much nicer. It's more of a community for sure, I think. Moving to a new country is exciting, but also a little daunting. In the Good to Be Here podcast, we'll talk about what it's like to study at NHL Stenden as an international student. In this episode, we'll talk about how NHL Stenden feels like a home away from home. I'm Sophia. I'm from the US. I'm a second-year international business student, and I'm here with fellow NHL Stenden students, Laura.
My name is Laura. I'm a second-year creative business student, and I was born in Poland, but my parents are Vietnamese.
Nice. And Simona?
Hi, so I'm Simona. I'm from Slovakia. I do leisure and events management, and this is my second year.
Nice. And Robert?
Hi, I'm Robert. I'm 21 years old, third-year international business student from Romania.
Nice. Awesome. All right, so being away from home in a new environment can be quite challenging. We've all had some kind of culture shock moment in our lives, but what about culture shocks in the Netherlands? What cultural differences have you experienced in this past week?
Yeah, so maybe I can start first. Back when I was in Vietnam, it was quite scary for me and my friends, as like girls especially, to walk alone at night because there's always something, you don't know what's gonna happen. But when I came here in the Netherlands, or Leeuwarden to be specific, well, at first I also put my guard up, but afterwards it was safer. I feel safe and I put my guard down, and it feels like relief. Like you don't always have to be cautious. I would say Leeuwarden is a really safe city that I didn't have that back in my home country.
Yeah, for sure. I can also relate. Like in the US, it's so much more dangerous. No one would walk alone at night. We'd have friends walking you home from, if you're out late or whatever. But yeah, Leeuwarden is so much safer, I feel, especially with the biking. Even if you are biking by yourself, I feel like it's so much safer than just walking by yourself. So that definitely helps. You can kind of get away faster.
No, I definitely agree. I think for me it's very similar to home, because back home I used to go for walks like late at night.
Yeah.
And here I do it as well with my friends, so it's always really nice to do something that you did back home and still feel safe while doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially here they don't really have a lot of fences around their homes, and if they have, they're mostly like fences made out of like bushes to look nice. They're not for protection.
Yeah,
like back in Romania, they have like spikes on the fences just in case somebody enters. They don't enter very healthy. So.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, people will like even unlock their doors, or in the daytime if someone's home in the living room, like we don't typically lock our back door just because in the neighborhood, like everything's so safe. Maybe not. No, but we do anyways. It's okay. Because if someone's home, like no one's going to enter. Our friends just do that. They just come in and enter. So that's why we keep it unlocked usually. It's for them, no one else, please. So moving to a new place can be hard, but it's a lot easier if you know others are in the same boat. So let's find out why being at NHL Stenden can feel like a home away from home. We'll answer all of your questions by discussing statements. I have some lovely statements here. Okay. The first one is, my lecturer has an Instagram account and I follow it. Or your teacher.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, multiple of my teachers. It's so interesting to me because back home, if you did that, that would be a big scandal, let's say.
Yeah.
And here's just, like we react to each other's stories when there's something nice, especially if it's something related to uni or university. It's just always so nice for them to see it and for me to see something behind the scenes of their life.
Yeah, exactly. I follow a lot of my teachers on Instagram as well, and like you can DM them and everything, or see like what's going on. Yeah, exactly like you said, in their lives and everything. But yeah, in the US you definitely wouldn't be. I think it's actually illegal to have your teacher's phone number or something.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember when we were doing driving school, I had to have my teacher's phone number because like our driving school was connected to our it was our gym teacher who did the driving school. And so he always had to call us because it was like he would get in trouble if he had to text us. So it was kind of a little loophole thing. But yeah, crazy.
Interesting.
I just see motivational motivational quotes from one of my coaches from NHL, and I like them. And,
Oh, yeah.
and she comments on my pictures when I post from somewhere else, and yeah, have a nice vacation and have a nice.
That's so
Can't wait to
nice.
see you
I
come back.
also completely agree. Because I also follow my lecturer, uh, more than one, and my friends also. And sometimes when we have like gathering, because one time we had like a class bonding at the end of the semester, and he also tags us in his stories. So
Oh, that's so nice.
it's
You
like
can
we're
repost it.
friends. There's not like a barrier between like lecturer and like a student. It's like a hierarchy, you know.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So the next one is students are just a number, aka a source of income.
I disagree. I don't know about you guys, but I think most of my friends and I and all of the students that I've talked with do see how much, like, although we paid the tuition fee, it gets back to us through the lectures, through the equipment that we're provided, through all the buildings that we have, and just everything that we can use and the knowledge that we get. I think that we're not just a number here.
Yeah, same. Also, especially for non-EU students, you also have like the scholarships that can help you financially. But other than that, for example, me as a creative business student, we have all the facilities that we need, like the studios, the media lab where we have all the iMacs so we can edit, all the equipments that we can rent for free. I think that's totally worth it.
Yeah, I think so as well. Because in the US, like there are hundreds of kids in your lectures and your classes. No teacher, no professor is gonna know your name unless, you go to their office hours or something. But here, everyone knows your name, you say hi to your teachers in the hallways, or even if, you're at the store and you run into them. That's happened to me before. Like, I'll have a short conversation with my teacher, but it's much nicer. It's more of a community for sure, I think.
Yeah, and at the same time, you get value from the university, but you can also give value through all the opportunities that you can explore.
Yeah.
Especially as a first year student, you don't really know your ways in the university, but as you have more experience and you know more people and you get involved into more projects like ambassadors, student associations, you can really get some value out of your years in university.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
I would like to add on to what Sophia said with the community building, or like just community in general. I know that multiple times I was able to come to my teachers and be vulnerable and find help in
Yeah.
them. I know I got I think counseling from one of the teachers where they helped me to get the help that I needed, which is always appreciated because like it was said before that you don't have the barrier and you know that you can seek the help or just, have a chat with them, which is always nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Uh, people here appreciate and respect each other's views. Yes or no?
What do you mean by views?
Like your values or, your differences.
Point of views.
Yeah, point of views. Point of views.
I thought of sceneries for some reason. I don't know why.
I think they're accepted, yes, but I don't think if everybody agrees with everybody because that's not
I was gonna
perfect. It's not
say.
like perfect world,
Yeah.
but everyone is accepted and everyone is allowed to have their point of view, of course.
Yeah.
I think it's just more interesting because obviously there are so many different cultures, and so it's not necessarily accepting people's point of views, but it's more like, oh, like this is, how you see the world, like this is what you grew up with, like that's so interesting, like how, like why, kind of just people's background, like why they think
Yeah,
the way they think.
and you have your own culture groups. Like you would see like guys that think the same. They will usually hang out with the same guys, or you have the groups divided. But that's everywhere. That's not just the NHS, and that's normal human behavior, I guess.
Yeah.
I think because we have such an international environment, people from all different countries come here and they share their opinions and point of views. And as you said before, it's not necessarily like agreed along people, but I definitely feel like we do keep an open mind to, understand where the other person is coming from, and we respect our views,
Yeah.
each other's views.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. So we'll move on to the next one. I felt at home straight away.
I disagree.
I disagree as well.
When I came here, I think it was very difficult at the beginning to just like let go of everything that was home. You know, all your friends, your family, all your traditions and everything, and you're starting from 0. But thanks to, let's say, Study Star Week or just the first classes in general, it was very easy to find new friends because everybody starts from 0 here, or most people start from 0. So it definitely helped a lot, but I can't say I felt at home at first. But also the culture here is quite open, so it was definitely easier.
Yeah. I think I felt comfortable straight away, but I wouldn't say I felt at home straight away because I met my friends like the first day of that I was here. Basically, you know, my parents left, and then the next day I went to the park. I met everyone, and I was like, "Right, you're my friend," and that's it. Like we're still friends to this day. So it was really for me. I mean, it just kind of fell into my lap, so I definitely felt comfortable. But I agree because then our first major holiday is Thanksgiving, and so I made everyone come over and I made Thanksgiving for everyone. So I think that's November. So I think that was the first time that I probably felt like truly at home.
On the contrary, I agree. So I disagree with you guys.
Okay.
I came here and I felt, well, wouldn't say immediately, oh, hey, this is my home.
Yeah.
But like, I moved in and I felt like home like quite fast because maybe it also has to do with the fact that I travel around quite a lot. So I spent half my life in Poland, half my life in Vietnam, and a few years back I moved back to Poland, and I was like moving constantly. So when I moved here, it was just it's just another move. But the difference is I get to live alone now,
Right.
and that's always been like on my mind. I don't want to live with. Well, not that I don't love my parents, but you know, wanna experience a little bit how it's gonna feel like when I have my own personal space.
Right.
I'm gonna take care of it.
When you fly the nest.
Yeah, yeah. So it felt like home. It was nice for me.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, our last statement. It doesn't matter if you are the same or different to others. It's all good.
What does that mean?
Can you please repeat it again?
I can, yes.
So,
It doesn't matter if you're the same or different, maybe than others. It's all good.
If it's meant in that way, then I think I can agree. I mean, everybody, well, not everybody, of course. There's people that just don't agree with some statements or beliefs, but in general, I think most people here just go with everything. They're very open-minded, especially like Laura said, internationals. I mean, everybody comes here with an open mind.
Exactly, because you have to make friends.
Yeah.
The Dutch people, they have their friends at home and a lot of them commute. But when you're international, you know, your life is in Leeuwarden. You live here, you go to the gym here, you eat here. Like, you're here. So you have to make friends otherwise.
and if you don't come with an open mind because you come from a pretty close-minded country, you kind of have to accept and have to move on and like get to integrate in the depth. But
Yeah.
as you said, like people are way chiller here and accept way more than,
Yeah.
for example,
I also-
Romania,
Yeah.
where I come from.
Yeah, I also think it's maybe less about culture, just more like if you vibe with the personality of the person. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I can't think of like a culture. I'm like, I don't want to be friends with those
Exactly.
people.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
It's just more of if I vibe with that person or if I like that person's personality.
I had a conversation about this with my friends the other day, that friends here are basically your family, because you can't really, especially if you're from a different country, you're probably not gonna call your mom first or dad or anybody from your family
It's
and be
gonna
like,
take
hey,
them like 16 hours to come here. So
oh, hey, I need help. No, you're gonna call your friends. I had the same, like I had a friend drive me to the hospital one day because I needed that. Yeah, because I'm not gonna use the bike; it's too far. I'm not gonna call my mom; she's not
you're
gonna
like
come
bleeding
here.
out on the bike.
Ideally not.
Yeah, no, that's good. So, do you guys have any advice, any tips for interested students?
There's a list.
For interested students that are home right now, are finishing high school and want to come here, yeah, just go for it. If you want to
YOLO.
experience something new, just go for it. I didn't get as much information as some students get now.
Right.
When I first came here, I came up with no expectations at all. Like I was like, I'm gonna get out of my country,
Yeah.
experience life, see how it is, and we'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, I can always come back.
True.
and I don't have anything to lose, so just go for it.
Yeah, I agree with Robert completely because, well, yeah, just go for it. For me personally, I didn't really want to just go out of my country. It was more like, hey, I want to have a life that I'm in charge of it rather than having my parents always with me. And I also didn't receive that much help coming here. It was all based on like research, and I wish could have known that. Like that NHL Stenden offers a lot of help. You can chat with a student online. You can attend all these webinars, come and have a walk and talk
Yeah.
that I definitely would have signed up for if I known about it. So maybe a tip is like, yeah, search for help that students can help you out and tell you what you didn't know before.
Yeah, the webinar was the only information I knew about my program. That's it.
Really?
No talking with the students, no Instagram page, nothing. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I couldn't even do the webinar because I mean, I signed up for it, but then I would have had to wake up at I think like either like 4 o'clock in the morning or something, and so I did not do that. But yeah, I also didn't get a lot
brave.
of information. Just kind of went across the Atlantic, but very happy I did. Very happy I did. So.
I think the best advice is if you are already enrolled and everything is to go to the study start week.
Yeah,
I think that's the best place
yes.
to make
you want to
your
make
first
friends,
friends.
definitely.
Yes.
Also get to know the city more.
Yeah.
Just do activities. I think
Know
it's the best
people.
way to do.
Yeah, get
We had
to
so
know
much fun
people.
at our study start
Definitely.
week. I loved it so much.
Yep.
And then I even came back and I was a buddy and
Same.
I did it all over again. So
It was so much
Yeah.
fun.
yeah, that was really nice. So yeah, I mean, I think we had a really great discussion. We talked a lot about kind of what makes this place home, whether that's, you know, your friends and the different cultures and how, even though we're all from different places, you know, we all came here and found each other. And so it's a really nice and great, and I think unique experience as well. So next time we'll discuss exploring beyond your studies. For now, we've reached the end of this episode. Thank you, Laura, Simona, and Robert for joining us today. Much appreciated. And thank you for listening. We'll see you in our next episode. If you want to get more information in the meantime, check out our website, nhlstenden.com. Till next time.
Next
Thank
time.
you.
Next time.